Hi guys, I'm Jed Johnson. I have a website at dieselcrew.com, and what I want to talk to you about right now is rows, and specifically technique on rows. Obviously, rows are an outstanding exercise. They really build the shoulders and the lats. They're good for the grip, the arms, and everything. So they're an important staple lift for your routine. However, and this is very important, especially if you work out alone or at your home or you don't have a training partner at your gym, technique is really, really key. Because if you do these wrong, you can injure yourself. Now, in most cases, this is a safe movement. But if you look on YouTube, there's a lot of people that are doing extremely heavy weights. You know, a lot of dudes are very strong, but unfortunately, that technique for an untrained individual or someone that's just new, starting out, maybe they haven't tried rows before, that kind of technique can hurt them very badly. So I want to talk to you about something that I call the shoulder suck. And I show this to all the people that train here at my gym, whether I'm training them or if they come here to train on their own. It's called the shoulder suck. And what you're going to do is you're just going to pull your shoulder back. Essentially, on this technique, you want to have the same posture with your shoulders as if you were standing in like an exaggerated military stance with the shoulders pulled way back, chest very, very proud and up. Okay? You also want a lordotic curve in lower back, meaning the spine curves in towards your stomach. And if that means that your stomach pops out, so be it. You don't want to suck your belly in and try to, impress people with a thin waistline on rows. You want to create that internal stability with the internal pressure you can create by pushing the gut out with force. So, but mainly, what I want to look at and show you right now is the shoulders. So, this is what you often see with a side row. And I'm not even going to pick up this weight because I don't want to get hurt. But this is what happens. Often, you see people get in their position, they're supporting here, they got a leg up, they got a hand here, the other leg is off to the side somewhere. And then you see this. They reach down, shoulder comes way forward, they pull up, shoulder comes way forward, and you can see my shoulder is pushing down towards the ground. What's going on there is your bone is actually creating space. Your upper arm bone is creating space from the cavity where it resides, and it's putting stress on the small muscles that are used to keep the upper arm bone in that cavity, and that's called the rotator cuff. The rotator cuff is just 4 small muscles that surround the head of the upper arm, and if they're put under too much strain and they can't hold it, then they can be strained or they can even be torn. And if that happens, you're going to have a lot of problems, probably even possibly surgery, and I guarantee you're not going to be able to do rows anymore, and many other lifts are going to be out of the question. So this is what you want to look for. This is what you want to either have your partner check on, or if you can videotape yourself, or if you can check yourself in the mirror, or something along those lines. It's going to be very valuable towards keeping your shoulder healthy for rows. So you position the dumbbell right below you, alright? And what you're going to do is you're going to create that exaggerated military posture. So my back is curved in, my butt goes out, and I'm going to have my shoulder pulled back during the movement. Now, to pick the dumbbell up, I have to reach forward, so the shoulder may come down slightly towards the ground. However, before I do any shoulder extension, this movement here is shoulder extension, before I do any of that, I'm going to do the shoulder suck. And what that is, once I grab it, I'm going to pull this shoulder back, and I'm going to pack it as far as I can back and make it stable. Okay? If I'm loose, there's going to be a problem, or potentially could be a problem. I want to be tight up here, nice and rigid. That's going to keep the shoulder packed. It's going to be sucked back, and it's going to be safer, and the movement is going to look like this. There can still be movement here at this bone, but it's going to look like this instead of this, because this is no good. All right, that's not stable, and it's high risk for the shoulder. So here I'll go ahead and do a set. This is 85-pound weight. I'll hit right and I'll hit left. And what you're going to look for is after I pick the dumbbell up from the ground, I'm going to pack my shoulder back in that shoulder suck, perform the reps like this. So here we go. Okay, so big difference. Keep that shoulder packed.